And action.
Can you do the yams? Sweet yams. Show me the way. 'Cause I got bills to pay. Can I get to the yams?
Alright, y'all. Long time no podcast. I think I'm probably in the video. It just got one stock. Okay, so that was our rendition of Yams by Masego.
Yeah.
Maseago. Maseago, fucking.
Masa de tortilla.
I was gonna say masa de fucking tortilla para like sopes. Oh man. Okay.
That's a fire song, bro.
Mhm.
That's dude. It's just like the reason why I like it. It has such a winter vibe. You
Yeah,
know?
like a winter kind of like, you like all covered up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, can I get to the yams?
Yeah, you know.
Okay, shut up. Alright, so first things first.
Man,
I'm the
how
realist.
about I want to be dead.
Okay, I didn't know this was a musical episode. Alright, now, okay, so. Alright, now. Deadass, bro. The Packers won the Super Bowl.
Oh my
Now,
god.
let me start off by saying this. I'm gonna manifest it. Second of all, that defense is not as elite as it was in the middle of the season.
Okay.
Which is a little concerning because they're back on their bullshit. But Aaron Rodgers might win MVP again, which is like, what the fuck?
But didn't he miss like 2 games?
Just one.
This one.
And he's still a front runner.
Damn.
It's between him and Tom Brady.
It's probably gonna be Brady though.
It probably will be, but there's like a
he's
good,
24.
there's a good chance that Aaron Rodgers might win it though. He's
Yeah.
probably gonna, worst
Yeah.
case, he's like second place. But I don't really give a fuck. I didn't even give a fuck about the MVP last year. I wanted a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we'll see. Oh man.
Nah, this is gonna lose an NFC Championship game again.
I can't take that. Like, I can't. Like, my mental health. like we'd be like the Bills of the like 2010s, but like not even as good because they at least lost in the Super Bowl 4 years in a row. If we lost to the NFC Championship game again, we're worse than the Bills from the 90s.
Nah, the Bills from the 90s are still the worst, bro. 4 Super Bowls?
But at least he made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
that's
you
gotta
know,
hurt way more.
Yeah.
Cause
Oh man, yeah.
Alright.
But
Alright, what to talk about?
Cheese kebab.
Cheese kebab.
Cheese kebab.
Hey man.
So we haven't podcast in a while.
Yeah.
There
There will be a new episode dropping probably like today or tomorrow. It's 99% done. Like encoding or whatever the fuck. Oh wait, no, it's at 1% now. I don't know what the fuck.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro, are we still gonna get a new camera?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we should.
We
you know?
should. If you guys, know any good cameras, drop it in the comments. Even though nobody's watching this.
Hey, bro, our first episode got 18 views, man.
Dude, all those were us.
Nah, I don't think so, man. 18 views?
Nah, because whenever I would click on it, the view count would go up.
Oh,
yeah, that was like
oh,
mostly
yeah.
us, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, like, the views go up even if you watch the video for, like, a second?
I don't think so.
It has to be, like, a certain amount of time?
Probably. I don't know what it is. If YouTube, you're watching this, you want to tell us,
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
Tell
cool.
us the secret.
Tell us the secret sauce,
Yeah. We'll make our podcast 50 seconds.
Maybe more people would watch. Want to know what I really want to do?
Yeah.
Even though I know the Bing Bong thing already kind of passed, I
Yeah.
really want to go to like where like all the stores are, like the Nike and like like the big ass like Adidas store.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
And I just want to start interviewing people like, what is like Chicago's Bing Bong?
Yeah.
I just want to interview random people.
They always say 300.
Yeah, I know it's Bang Bang.
Oh, bang bang.
But
yeah,
like,
bang, bang.
I feel like there's a better answer out there
Yeah.
somewhere, and I want to find it.
Bro, we should have an episode where we go out to 63rd. You know it, O Block.
Oh.
No, not.
Oh no. Can we do that tomorrow? Can we do not the Oblak. But I'm saying, can we go to like the tiendas and everything?
But I may be hanging out with Wednesday.
Should probably cancel.
True.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see though.
We'll see. What time are we gonna hang out there?
I don't know. Probably in the afternoon. Yeah.
Maybe. If not,
I
later.
feel like we should do it after winter break. After winter break.
Why after winter break?
Because okay. So this is something that I've been realizing at like the restaurant is that I feel like because of the whole COVID thing that's going on, not as many people are out. You know what I mean? Dude, like literally today, the day after Christmas, it was dead on a Sunday. You know, like usually I make like $200. I only make like 130. So, like, you know, I just don't feel like we'll get the right crowd. You know what I'm saying?
I say we should not this weekend because it's New Year's and everything.
Yeah.
We should do it next. We should do it on a weekend. And we should do it next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend.
But we gotta get a better camera first, bro.
That we can use my phone.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Because it'll just be clips.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Alright. So new video idea. Alright.
I don't know. What are we talking about, man?
Man.
I feel like we missed so much. It's like
where do we even start?
Yeah.
Let's see what's trending on Twitter.
Fuck school.
That's big.
That's what took away from our podcast time. You know?
Yeah. But we finished.
Yeah.
we finished.
We finished stumbling at the finish line.
Hey, but we finished.
Yeah.
Insecure finale's out right now.
Oh, bro, yeah.
No spoilers. I'm on season 4.
Oh yeah, dude. Let's talk about Insecure.
Oh, that's a good thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so here. Okay, now careful what you say.
Yeah.
Because he spoils everything.
Oh,
hey, stop spoiling shit.
I gotta blurt it out, you know.
Anyways, I just started watching Insecure like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm on season 4. Pretty good show. Jolly good show. Let's see. Character wise, Issa's pretty cool, except for actually, fuck Issa because she cheated on my boy Lawrence.
Okay, let's do this. What's top 3 characters?
Top 3 characters.
Yeah. It could even be the side ones, you know, the ones that left already, like Daniel and stuff.
Okay.
Daniel's up there. So.
Let's see. Okay, for me, Lawrence is pretty cool. I like Molly.
Yeah.
And
I knew you would. Like
Why?
Molly.
Why?
I don't know. It's just because you remind me of Molly.
As soon as I started watching the show, I did say like I was Molly and he was Issa.
Yeah.
And I would say, do you remember her neighbor who was a blood?
Yeah. Fuck Dro, bro. Fuck Dro.
He must have done something.
No.
Oh, why didn't
wait,
you like...
Dro? Dro's already been out. Dro, you're talking about? Wait.
No, because Dro. No, I know that
Dro
Dro's
was
somebody else.
Dro was the dude who had the part and curly hair. Like, he had a horrible hair.
Oh!
Yeah.
That was the married dude Molly was fucking with. No, he's not a blood. It was Issa's neighbor.
Issa's neighbor?
Who was a blood.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's funny.
Yeah.
The TSA guy that she
TSA Bay? Oh my god.
He was kind of funny.
That's where I got Winter Bay from. TSA Bay.
What about you? What's your top 3?
Oh, okay. I have to say, I really fuck with Daniel.
Okay.
Daniel, there's no specific order, but Andrew, I really fuck with Andrew.
Who's Andrew again?
Andrew is the Asian dude.
Oh, yeah, I like Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew.
Andrew's
I
cool.
fuck with Andrew. Oh man, it's tough. I want to say Molly just because of like, I mean, I don't know how much you follow it on Twitter, but like she gets a lot of hate on Twitter.
Really? But why? What do people hate on her for?
Because
what you spoil?
No, nothing from the new season. But it's just because
I'm not done with the 4th season 4 either.
Because her portrayal in the show is kind of very villain-like.
Okay.
You know, or that's how I feel. And people are saying that like, oh, you know, she's like, you know, she's too petty and like, doesn't know how to communicate and like always has trouble with her relationships and blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But also, what I really like about Molly is that when it comes to her and Issa, she's like super loyal.
That's
you know what I mean?
She tries with Issa.
Yeah, yeah.
And but I feel like Issa was kind of always putting her off to the side.
Yeah.
Now, granted, their like friendship isn't perfect, and to say that Molly like was the perfect friend also would
Yeah,
be
right.
a lie.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
me personally, I just feel like Molly in that friendship was trying more than Issa.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Not to say that Issa, but no, at least
Yeah.
Molly. I mean, like Issa did get really busy with her block party.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
she started spending more time with freaking
Yeah.
Condola.
Condola.
Fuck
Condola,
yeah,
bro.
I was like, okay, now.
She did Lawrence dirty, bro.
She
but,
did.
But Lawrence got what he deserved after doing you dirty to what's her name?
The bank girl?
Yeah, the bank girl, yeah.
I like the bank girl.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot her name.
Tasha.
Yeah, it was
Tasha couldn't get it, bro. But anyways, back to Molly.
Yeah.
Like, what were you saying about Molly?
Oh, I just,
Like Molly Issa.
yeah, I just felt like, I don't know, like, Molly was also sometimes on some bullshit because,
Yeah.
like, spoiler warning for people who haven't watched all of Insecure yet or haven't
Yeah.
watched it yet, I'm just gonna straight up, we're gonna talk about up for, like, season 4, I think
Yeah.
episode 5 is what I just finished
Okay,
today.
okay.
So the block party just happened.
Mhm.
And for whatever reason, Molly didn't want, like, Andrew to help Issa. Like,
Yeah,
hook him up with the
yeah,
artist.
yeah.
I didn't understand that. I didn't
Yeah.
understand why that was a big deal to Molly. I really
Right.
still don't. I don't know. what
It's because they were already beat. She was already hurt
yeah.
by how Issa was treating her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like that was like the tip of the iceberg in her eyes. Even though she's completely wrong
Mhm.
for trying to do that.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like a lot of people don't like her is because sometimes like the caca gets to her head. You know what I mean? Like she's a very arrogant person sometimes and very
I get what you mean.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And but the thing is that it's like I don't like yeah she's very arrogant and sometimes she like tries to act very petty and whatever
Mhm.
but also it's just like you could see that she struggles to communicate how she's actually feeling, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Because a lot of times she's actually just hurt,
Mm.
and
Because in the show, like, she was like Molly, her best friend. I'm sorry, Issa, her best friend, was spending more time with Chardonnay or what was her name? Shadona?
Condola.
Condola, Condola.
Yeah.
And like they were supposed to get dinner together.
Right.
And then like, cause Molly wanted to talk to Issa about Andrew and that whole situation.
Yeah.
And then Issa told Shadona. What's the fucking name?
Condola.
I'm the worst with names. I'm so sorry. You literally just said his name. And he's like, stay for dinner. And then Molly's like, bro, I'm trying to talk to you about Andrew and all stuff. I don't know this girl. Like, and then he's just like, well, get to know Champagne a little better. Like, damn.
Yeah. Champagne.
That one was on purpose. That one, the other one's around. That one was on purpose.
Okay, I think the biggest thing between the Issa and Molly thing is that, like, Issa is the type of person who just avoids all problems and just, like, doesn't talk about it and just expects everything to be okay.
Okay.
And then Molly is, like, the petty one,
Yeah.
and, like, stays mad about it and isn't going to talk about it either.
And then just let it build up.
Yeah.
Well, both of them are gonna let it build up,
Right,
but like Ali
right.
did because he had a big argument at the end of the
Right.
block party episode.
Yeah, but Issa is the one who tries to act all happy and like that everything's okay, and then Molly's the one who tries to be like she's still petty about it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And that's why they clash so hard because
because
neither of them really ever addressed it. You know what I mean?
because you kind of right. Like I feel like you're right. Like Issa just kind of wanted to like just chill, kind of like go through it
Right.
without acknowledging.
Yeah.
And then I felt like Molly was more like
like
just petty and like what's the word I'm looking for? Passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive.
She was more
yeah,
passive
right,
aggressive
right,
than
yeah.
Issa. That is
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You wanna know what other character I really like? Lawrence's two friends. The one that's married to who kind of looks like Arthur.
Yeah.
He's like Arthur, like John Legend. John Legend, I mean.
Yeah. I know.
And then there's the dude. I don't know his name, but he sells houses.
Yeah, the realtor.
Yeah,
I
I've heard
forgot
of him.
his
He's
name,
funny.
too. Bro, he reminds me of you too. Just his energy.
That's true.
Like-
Yeah. Like energy wise.
Yeah, energy wise. It's just funny as fuck. Because I'm like, damn, that's something I like. If I was Lawrence, that's something Eddie would tell. Like sometimes I'm watching it, I'm like,
I would.
yeah.
Okay, not that I would say some of this, not that I would say this part, but when he was just like, man, I freaking cheated on his wife or fiance or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, but she took me back, and he's like, you think you fucked 2 strippers? He's like, hey, and she took me back.
Bro, wait. What do you think about Nathan though?
Oh,
Nathan the barber. Dude.
the dude from Houston.
Yeah, the dude from Houston. Yeah.
I kind of liked him, but then he did Issa so bogus.
Yeah, he really.
And
did,
that's
bro.
why I'm kind of
Yeah.
about him. I don't necessarily
Right.
hate his character, but I don't like him no more. Because he just
Yeah.
ghosted Molly for like a whole ass month.
Yeah.
Like, out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, no, for sure.
But why do you like him?
I can't say. I can't say. Yeah.
So some stuff happened.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, the reason why I really like Daniel, even though he was only in the first like 2 seasons, I think, is because I don't know. It's just like I see myself in a lot of these characters,
Mm-hmm.
but I really saw myself in Daniel when it's like, you know, he's like the reason why it didn't work out with Issa is just because like he's such a prideful guy, you know, and sometimes like I catch myself in that, you know what I mean? Like it's just like,
especially with like the beat thing.
the beat thing, yeah, bro, like yeah, you know, I feel like the thing is that like I really feel like Issa and Daniel could have worked out.
They really could have.
If Daniel wasn't so like, you know, like macho man, you know what I mean? Because it's like he's trying to act like something that he really isn't, you know what I mean?
I don't want to say he was like full of himself, but like
Yeah.
he was like not that full of himself is like the right word. Though.
No,
It's like, but he was very like
prideful. Like,
prideful and kind of like stubborn in the
Yeah,
sense. Yes, I
yeah.
feel like stubborn is the right word.
Stubborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
But that Molly, I mean, Issa is also kind of stubborn. So
Issa, right.
that's where they
true,
both kind of,
True.
and that's why they didn't work out.
Yeah. And plus, you know, it never works out with the guy that you cheated on. You know what I mean?
You know who?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I really like Daniel. But I mean, I'm on season 5. I'm gonna watch the last episode. But dude, it's been, for me, it's a fire show. I love this show. It's like one of my favorites of all time.
I like
to be
it.
honest.
It's a good show,
Yeah.
but I don't love it as much as he does.
Yeah. No, I really like it. But the soup.
Good soup.
Yeah.
Issa
Would
Rae,
recommend.
if you're watching this, let's see, 7 good soups out of 10. No, 7.5.
Bro, she has a new show too now
Oh.
on HBO Max called Harlem.
Harlem,
Yeah,
Issa,
so-
if you're watching this and you want some extras,
Yeah.
you know, just have your people contact our people, you know.
You know, she started on YouTube too.
Exactly,
you
that's
know,
what I'm saying, you know,
check it
like-
out, you know.
Help these 2
Yeah.
young podcasters out. We'll take payment and a new camera. And some mics. And some mics.
Some mics.
On the condition that we can tape the mics around our fake mics. Like, if we ever get, like, real, like, actual mics,
Yeah.
I want us to still do our props.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Oh, of course, bro.
Alright, bet.
Well, no, but I really like Issa Rae though. Like,
Yeah.
I'm excited to, like, she was doing an interview with KD on his
Oh.
podcast.
Okay.
And she was like, yeah, you know, I'm like hoping to go into movies and like other shows and stuff like that. So like I'm really excited to see what else she has in store, you know.
That'd be pretty cool.
You know, because like I feel like this was like the first stepping stone, and everyone really loved this show. But then it's like, you know,
What's
like,
next?
what's next? You
Yeah.
know, so yeah, I'm really excited to see that.
Issa Rae, you got two fans who are excited to see what you do next. So good luck,
Check out.
you know.
Yeah.
And you
Um,
wanna know what podcast I've been watching
Yeah.
clips of? I haven't watched
Yeah.
all like full episodes, but clips. I've been
Mhm.
watching clips of the Mike Tyson podcast.
Mike Tyson.
It's a really
yeah.
good podcast.
Really?
Can't even lie.
Yeah.
Because Mike Tyson, the boxer, and Mike Tyson now, 2 completely different people.
Really?
Yeah. He was talking about like when he was like a boxer, like he would go out there, he wanted people to fear him. He's like this big
Mhm.
scary dude, but
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
time he was scared. whole time.
Dang.
And it's kind of just like crazy to see. He's like this like.
Calling insecure.
Nah, well, honestly, he'd probably say he is insecure.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know, just all the shit he's gone through, he's been, like, done, like, a 180, like, of just the person who he is. He's done a lot of, like, self-reflecting.
Yeah.
And, like, he's just, like, if you listen to him, like, speak, like, you can tell he's, like, very articulate and he's very wise.
Right.
And, like, when people speak, when he speaks, people listen.
Yeah.
And, like, I remember there was this one episode, I saw this one clip with Saquon Barkley, and with the cause I'm this way too, and like Saquon Barkley was talking about how like when people do him like dirty, like he'll just kind of like like cut him off.
Yeah, right.
And like Mike Tyson was like, no, well like it's okay to cut people off, but like forgive them.
Yeah.
It's like not okay to keep that like hate in your heart, like that's just no good.
Right.
And like he went more into detail about it, and I kind of forget.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't know, like I related to what Saquon was saying, and then like what Mike Tyson was talking about. It's just like you do really need to forgive people, but like, to be honest, like I don't even know how.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts. Like, I mean, like, for me, like, I feel like I've learned that, you know. Like, you know, after I got cheated on in my first relationship, I feel like I learned that after a while because you know I did forgive Angie. It's not really. I mean, sorry, whoops. My ex-girlfriend. Like it's not really like fuck her, you know.
Yeah.
It's more like you know you go do your own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like
that's
I'm not
kind of
really,
how I am with the person that you know who.
Yeah, you know. So I definitely get that, but like what I'm going through now is different, and it's like it's definitely really hard to forgive that person because I've had longer lasting like mental health impacts. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this person contributed a lot to how I see myself now, and it just like it's not as easy as just like someone cheating on you and it hurts you for a little bit, but eventually like you know you get over it. You know, you move on. This is like this person was like very toxic throughout the whole relationship, or for the most part, and like it just you know it slowly it was like a slow impact, you know. And then now it's like I'm trying to figure it all out again after being surrounded with this person for so long, you know, and being in that environment. And that's where I'm struggling right now on what you were talking about, like forgiving that person, you know. And for me, like it's only been like 2 months, you know, so it's still very recent. So, but no, I definitely get that too.
No, yeah.
Get that too.
He has an episode with Mike. I'm sorry. He has an episode with Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to listen to that one.
Yeah,
that one seems like a really like interesting episode to listen to.
But interesting though. So he talks more than just like sports and stuff.
No,
like
it's a lot of mental health. It
Yeah,
really is.
yeah.
And I remember he had this episode with Bill Burr. Again, I only watched the clip. And Bill Burr, he was talking about how like he's always angry.
Yeah.
And like Mike Tyson was talking about like you need to find like the root of like that anger and like why you're angry.
Right.
And like he's like, yeah, but I don't know what it is. And like Mike Tyson, his actual words are like, yes, you know why you're so angry, you silly goose. Like, and then he's like, no, and he's like, don't lie to yourself. Like you know the reason,
facts, bro.
Like
that's
you
facts.
know the reason, and like you need to like figure like work all that stuff out. And then like Bill Burr was like, no, I honestly don't. And then like Mike Tyson's like, okay.
Yeah, you know, like, dude, like, I feel like I've recently been going through that. It's like, I'm like, damn, like, I don't know why this is happening to me, like, blah, 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 you know? And, like, you know, you start blaming everything around you except yourself. You know what I mean? And it's like...
call you Molly.
Facts, bro, facts, you know? And, like, you start getting angry at just random shit. You know, but it's like I realized recently like how much I need to take the time to myself to figure out like why I'm actually mad and not just like, you know, getting like anxious or mad at whatever. You know what I mean? Like sometimes like the thing is that like you could do that type of search, but I don't know, for me personally it just clicked out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And like now it's only been like a couple weeks, but I've been like really trying to take off with that. But I don't know, it was just so weird, bro. Like just one day, like I was like, fuck, like I understand like
why I'm like this.
Yeah, you know.
I've
like,
had those
a
moments.
lot of things clicked. You know what I mean?
Do you remember, like, for the longest time, like, every time I would get high,
Yeah.
I would realize something. You remember when I
Yeah,
told you about this?
yeah,
And, like,
yeah.
something would just, like,
Yeah,
click.
right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So
So
I've had those moments.
no, but that's really cool though. That's really
Yeah.
cool. It's kind of like a mini therapy session.
They
sounds
really
like.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he talks about other stuff. And he talks about, like, just, like, this one thing called the toad.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna butcher this, so you know if anybody's watching this, and I'm just gonna butcher it. Like I'm sorry, but so apparently there's this toad in some other country. I
Yeah.
think it might be somewhere in like some desert.
Okay.
And you take the venom and like you like dry it out and like you smoke
Okay.
it, and it's like it is DMT, but it's like a different version of DMT.
Okay. Okay.
And it's like apparently this like crazy like trip where like you see God and like you just like you're like it's like
Oh.
an ego death
Yeah.
kind of thing and like
Right.
you just realize so many things about yourself and like
Dude, I heard about something like that too. Actually, I was just reading the Will Smith
Mhm.
autobiography,
yeah.
and he was saying that in like South America or something like that.
It might have been South America.
South America, like there's like this leaf that like they like these I don't know what to call these people, but like these people that know like
A shaman.
yeah, something like that,
Mhm.
something like that, that knows how to like use it
Mhm.
properly, like this drug, because it's a drug.
Yeah.
So, and then they mash it up and they turn it into a tea,
Mhm.
and then you drink it, and then like you go on this like you were saying, like on this super trip, like
It only lasts
high
like
trip.
15-20 minutes, but it feels
Oh
like
really?
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He didn't specify
Oh.
how long it lasted, but maybe you're right.
Yeah. Well, I know the one that I'm talking
Yeah.
about, and I have this one cousin who did something very similar to
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude, actually, yeah. I really after I read that in the Will Smith book,
Yeah.
I really want to do that. You know what I mean?
Allegedly.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's that bad because I mean, yes, it is drugs,
Yeah.
but it's controlled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And supposedly it's for like Will Smith, he was like recounting it. Now he does it almost every year, like once a year, and he was saying that like basically like you know whatever is bothering you in your mind, you go
You have
to
to
that.
face it.
Yeah, like you go to that in this
Yeah.
trip, and then it's like basically like it's like it humbles you
Mhm.
basically. You
That's
know
what
I mean?
Mike Tyson's like. It's like an
Yeah.
ego death.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why I really want to do that because that dude like self-realization
Really cool
is
thing.
really cool.
Yeah.
But it is so hard, you know.
Yeah.
It is the hardest thing, and it's like the thing is that
You're
like
always figuring out you.
right.
It's a
No,
never-ending
constant.
journey.
It's constant, you know.
Journey.
So
There was
Yeah.
this other podcast. I
Yeah.
don't remember what this one's called, but I only watched it because it was just clips with Amon Shumpert,
okay.
and it's actually I should send you some of the like episodes. He just talks about like basketball, and like
Oh,
that
okay.
one was really cool. And then, did you ever watch Malcolm in the Middle growing up?
Like a little bit, not really. No.
Well, like I saw this for whatever reason YouTube has just been recommending me podcasts.
Yeah.
But there's this one with Steve-O from Jackass,
Okay.
and Frankie Muniz is on it. And
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard. Apparently,
Steve-O podcast?
well, no, but
No.
like I'm talking about Frankie Muniz.
Oh, okay.
So
okay,
apparently there was like a rumor for like the longest time, and I remember I always refused to believe it, even though there was nothing denying it.
Okay.
But that like he always had. Well, this part is true that he had like a lot of concussions.
Okay.
And so because of that, he had memory problems,
Mm.
and that this is the part that I didn't believe is
Yeah.
that he didn't remember anything of Malcolm in the Middle, like shooting it and all that stuff. But like the thing is that like it was never denied or anything, and
Yeah.
like this episode just came out like a month ago, and he like finally was able to like he said like this was his first time like being able to like address that,
Yeah.
and he said that like he does have memory problems, but is like not to the extent that it was made out to be.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like he was just talking about like this all happened like 2001 because apparently he was on Dancing in the Stars like recently or like a few years ago.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
they said in the show that they picked like your most memorable year for you.
Yeah.
And he picked 2001 because like he like won a bunch of awards and some other
Right.
bullshit.
Right.
And like he's just like I don't really remember that year like and then,
Yeah.
like that's kind of where like that all started.
Yeah.
Apparently.
But also, it's like that was 20 years ago.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's what I'm
mean?
saying,
So
yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
You know?
I know, but I just thought that, like, because that was like an actual like rumor thing. Like, if you looked up, that like, oh yeah, like he doesn't remember like doing like all of his like childhood acting shit. But like he like never technically like denied it or anything until like recently. And I always remember I always refused to believe it.
Yeah.
Because like I loved Malcolm in the Middle. And like I remember he had these movies called Agent Cody Banks. You ever watch that shit?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was so fire when I was a little kid. I was just like, Mom, why didn't you name me Agent Cody Banks? And like to this day, my family will make fun of me for that. But here's the thing, bro. They make fun of me.
Yeah.
But bro, my boy, he was a secret agent, and he bagged Hillary Duff. So who's the crazy one? Not me.
Yeah, you know, you be liking some white girls. You know? Oh man.
I'm sweating.
It's getting kind of hot in here, bro. I don't know.
Oh my god.
But shit. Oh dude, that's why when I talking like about the podcast and like, you know, mental health and stuff like that, that's why I really like what's it, Brandon Marshall's podcast? I haven't watched it in a while.
Oh my gosh. All
No,
I was
No,
gonna say all athletes, something else.
I am athlete.
I am athlete.
Yeah. That's why I really, really like that podcast, because they talk about way more than football.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They talk a lot about mental health,
Mm-hmm.
and also, you know, Brandon Marshall, like he has bipolar. He's bipolar, you know. So, and like he's gone through that journey. He like. It's an interesting take, because a lot of these guys, or the guys on the podcast, went through that journey during their football career to that.
Because
You know
it's
what I
like
mean?
your journey is kind of being like publicized to the public.
Right.
Like, you know, like not publicized, but like projected.
Like, you know, it's on ESPN.
Like it's
you
for
know,
everybody to view, and like you fuck up, and it's like everybody knows.
Right.
Which like I don't know if you remember. It might have been before the season started for football.
Yeah.
But Richard Sherman, do you remember that?
Yeah.
And like the video leaked of him like at the door. I don't know if you ever saw that video.
I never saw that.
And like I remember, I was just like, why did this video need to be released? Like there was no reason for this video to be released.
Yeah.
Did Richard Sherman fuck up? Like yeah, but like there was no reason for like his like moment, his like moment of like
anger,
like it was like this bad moment,
like a breakdown, you know. Yeah.
It's like there was just like no reason for that, and I remember I was just like, ugh.
And dude, and that it fucking sucks, because dude, that type of stuff that has nothing to do with football ruins these guys' careers. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, dude, like for example, like Brandon Marshall, you know, like he, luckily, like he's such a good wide receiver that like he persevered through that, but for so long, like during his career, he had this stigma that he was like this wild guy and didn't listen to the rules and blah blah blah, and kind of just did whatever he wanted. But like you know, finding out from I Am Athlete, like this dude was going through a lot, you know what I mean? Like he had like this whole thing with his wife, you know, and you know, just dude, he was in a mental institution, bro. Like he had to be in a mental institution like in the off season, because like it was getting that bad, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and that I hate that, like the NFL more than any sport does that so much, you know what I mean?
It's because the NFL knows that they can get away with it.
Right.
Because the rosters are so big.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And man, there's a show on HBO Max, and the main character is The Rock. I watched this show like a year ago.
Were they agents?
Yeah, we're their agents.
I watched that show.
Yeah, I fucking love that show, bro.
Like the last season or two kind of sucked.
Yeah, the last season or two
but
was
like
kind
the
of
first
wild.
like 2-3 were like really good. I need to figure out what the show is called.
I forgot. But no, that's a really good show. And actually, on I Am Athlete, they were talking about that show because season 5 got cut short early,
Mhm.
and Fred Taylor, who's on the podcast, he was saying that the reason why that show
Mhm.
got cut early is because it was starting to resemble the NFL too closely. Because they had asked him, like, the guest had asked him, like, how look up Dwayne Johnson.
You keep talking now?
Like I forgot who the guest was, but the guest had asked him, like,
Ballers.
yes.
Ballers.
Like, how close is Ballers to the actual NFL, like the NFL life, like, you know, the life of an NFL player, and and Fred Taylor was like pretty close. Like,
Yeah.
that shit was very real to me, you know, like, and he was saying that, like, you know, the reason why it got cut so short and never was really promoted that much is because the NFL didn't want that to be shown, because it was a very real portrayal of what NFL players go through, you know.
And I remember, I want to say the player's name was Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams,
the wide receiver.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah. That's like, dude. No, I really love that show.
That was a good show, yeah.
Because it just showed me a lot about how the behind the scenes of how the NFL and how cutthroat it is.
Oh, yeah.
You know. So, yeah. You want to talk about Spider-Man? Yeah.
Okay, spoiler warning. We are going to talk about Spider-Man, and we are going to spoil it. So, basically, if you haven't watched Spider-Man, like, don't watch this.
Bro, if you haven't watched Spider-Man,
what are you doing? What are you doing?
You had Christmas to watch that shit, bro. It's the only thing open, you know?
That's facts. That's kind of facts. That's kind of facts. Now, starting now, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, it was so cool! I was so fucking geeked when freaking Tom Holland, Spider-Man's best friend, he was with the ring shit. He's like, "Show me Peter Parker," and he's like,
Yeah.
And then as soon as he's like the guy in the alley, kind of like, and I'm like, that's a different Spider-Man.
Right.
I remember my mom was sitting next to me, and then I was like, and then like he comes in, and then he's like, "You're not Peter Parker." He's like, "What the fuck I am?" And then he's just like, boom, it's Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and I'm just like, "Oh my god!" And then I'm just like, I swear to God, if they don't bring out Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, I'm gonna walk out right now. And then the freaking guy is like, "All right, show me Peter Parker," and then it's the first Spider-Man, and I literally in my seat go,
Yeah, bro. I was so happy when Tobey Maguire came out. But honestly, that was the highlight of the movie.
It really was. It really was. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
I literally said the movie can be so ass, but as long as they bring out the other two Spider-Men, I will be happy.
Yeah.
But and they were working together.
Oh,
like,
I know. Yeah.
Tell me
that last scene was fire.
That shit was so awesome.
That shit was fire. I was like, oh my god, my childhood.
Dude, my inner child was just going.
No. But like, I have a hot take. The first half of that movie was ass, bro.
I didn't think it was ass.
I didn't think it wasn't ass. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. It just.
I agree with you with the whole plot about him trying to save the villains.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Because like once you go back to the timeline, they're gonna die.
Right. That's why I was like.
I really think it would have been a lot cooler. So I know you're not like we're both not the biggest superhero nerds, but I'm a bigger superhero nerd than he is.
Yeah.
Now there's this thing called the Sinister Six, which is kind of like the Avengers of villains.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's just Spider-Man villains too.
Oh, okay.
Where that's kind of what they almost did because they had 5 villains.
Right.
And I really think it would have been a lot cooler if they just did the Sinister Six and them trying to kind of basically what the second half of the movie was.
Right.
Was they bring the Spider-Man together.
Right.
And they're trying to beat the villains.
Yeah.
But like if they just did that for the whole movie, in my opinion, would have been a lot cooler.
Right.
Because also I thought it was so stupid. Why do you break out all of the villains at the same time and try to cure them? You could have done it one by one.
Yeah.
That way, if one of them retaliates like they did,
Yeah.
you just gotta fight one villain instead of 5.
Yeah. Damn, I didn't even think about that, bro.
Like you didn't have to take out all the villains out of the Doctor Strange prisons.
Yeah.
You could have just done one by one.
Right.
That would have been a lot easier.
It's just funny how like Peter Parker didn't expect them to turn on him You know.
When they're villains.
Yeah.
That we're trying to kill different Peter Parkers.
Yeah. It's just like, you know,
I know.
like, come on, Marvel, you could have done better with that.
But I still really like the movie.
No, yeah.
But I was so pissed at first because I thought Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was about to be dead. Because
when
when
they
Green
stabbed
Goblin
him?
stabbed
Yeah.
him, which also, because me and my stepdad rewatched the first two movies before, like a couple days before we
Right.
watched the new one, with Tobey Maguire. And what I thought was, I didn't realize until after, was kind of full circle moment, was in the first Spider-Man when Green Goblin died. If you remember, he tried to send his like little flyer thing into Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
he flipped over it, and
Yeah,
then, like,
yeah,
instead of
yeah.
getting stabbed in the back, he got impaled.
Right.
I thought it was kind of a full circle moment that in this movie he was able to stab him in the back,
Right.
where he was trying to do that in the first one.
Yeah,
He actually was
yeah,
successful in that.
yeah.
But I really hope Spider-Man didn't die. And also, in you know who Miles Morales is,
Yeah,
right?
right.
I would love so much for them to bring Miles Morales into the movies with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man instead of Tom Holland's. Because Miles Morales
Okay.
is just like a younger Spider-Man with like the main Spider-Man powers, but with like also like new powers stacked on top of that.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
he has like an invisibility power,
Right,
and he also
right.
has like an electric power too.
Yeah.
So, and like kind of, I don't know if you ever watched the cartoon Spider-Man movie
Yeah.
that came out a few years ago, the Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool if he did something like that with
True.
Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I just
Yeah.
think that would be a lot cooler
Yeah.
than that.
Yeah.
Like, you get one more movie with Tobey Maguire, and then like you could like maybe it's just because I also want to movie with this new guy.
They're forcing that dude at that point, bro.
I was gonna say, bro, I don't know if you would want to do that though, because
Yeah.
I feel like Tobey Maguire is kind of done with Spider-Man. I imagine he threw him a bag to come back,
Yeah.
and I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah. Nah. I think I would like maybe not that way, but I would like to see Miles Morales more involved into the the main stuff.
No,
You know
that's
I
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like you use Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man
Right.
to like kind of like in the intro to the Spider-Verse one, where like
Yeah.
he's his mentor.
Yeah. Right.
You do something
right.
like that. Because I feel like it would be like, because if you use Tom Holland's Spider-Man, Tom Holland is like, I feel like he'd be, like, not that he'd be too young,
Yeah.
but like I feel like it would be a lot cooler if he had like an older Spider-Man,
Right.
like showing like the new like
Yeah.
young Spider-Man, like the ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I personally
Right.
think.
Yeah. But yeah, good suit.
This is the episode, Loki.
Yeah.
You wanna cut it here?
Yeah.
Alright. So this episode's dumb. Dumb. So and good job. Can I get to the dance? Show